Well, hi, good morning. So we're at the end of week 7 of the weight loss. First of all, you'll realise I've probably, those who's following me, that I've changed my channel name. I think it's more appropriate to put part-time vegan because that's what I am, and full-time sugar-free as much as I can be. So that's sort of more in keeping with what's going on this channel. So let's see, numbers first. So weight loss last week, and I'm really shocked at this, 1.3 kilograms. So I'm just on that 90 kilogram mark now. I just need to get over that, 90 sort of stepping stone into the 80s, and that'll be really good. So and I'm surprised at those figures, to be honest with you, because I had a bit of a funny week last week. Not mentally or struggling or anything like that, apart from one thing, because as most of you know who follow my other channel, I did have a trip to Auckland to a orchid show, and of course up there we were stuck at the venue all day. Well, we weren't stuck there, we chose to stay at the venue all day. There was plenty to see and do, but of course it was in a hall, so there was limited food choices, and I ended up having a hand roll and a piece of cake, and I know both those items had sugar in them. And then on the way home, we had to get straight to the airport, and of course the choices in the airport are things like McDonald's and rolls, sandwiches, cakes, muffins, all the things that I'm not eating anymore, or I'm choosing not to eat. So I ended up having, you get these cups, and it's like fruit, muesli, yogurt, and some sort of fruit syrup stuff. So I ended up having one of those. I know it was packed with sugar. I know the muesli was. So was the yogurt, and so was the fruit puree, I think. But it was what it was. I had to eat something, so that's what I had. And then on top of that, Sunday I had some of my orchid buddies come out to visit me to see what I bought and to look at my new setup and that. And I provided an afternoon tea, which was bacon and egg pie. I did have a little bit of that, but I only ate the innards. And I also made these delicious cookies, 3-ingredient cookies, which is just oatmeal, rolled oatmeal and whole oatmeal, with 2 mashed bananas, overripe mashed bananas, and I put chopped apricot in one lot, and my husband did another lot with mixed fruit, which did have more sugar in it, and they were delicious. You just mix it all together, pat them down, put them in on a baking tray, whack them in the oven for 15 minutes on 180. Bob's your uncle, delicious cookies. Unfortunately, so I won't be making them very often. There's no sugar or anything in them, but they're very Moorish, and yeah, and I've ate way too many this week. So, because I did a practice run making them, and then we did 2 batches when my friends came. So we won't be making any more of those, only if it's a special occasion. So that's it really. Other than the fact that those 2 days were a little bit unusual, shall we say, out of the norm. I'm sticking to it during the day. I actually did take some photographs of our 2 meals that we had last week, and I'll put the pictures up somewhere along here so you can see what they look like. The first one I put up was roasted broccoli, with brown rice, red kidney beans, and some sliced avocado on the plate, and there was some sort of mixed sauce that they give you with it, that they do, so you don't really know, well, you know what's in it, but you don't know the quantities to mix, and it was very nice. And then the next meal will be the roasted kumara with roasted chickpeas and some fried onions. Well, who doesn't like fried onions? So that one was very nice as well. So they're going great. The vegan meals are going good. In between the vegan meals, we are sort of, I've did a couple of wraps, and my husband had chicken in his, and I did have a little bit of chicken in mine. I've also made some egg salad. My husband found a nest, shall we say, and I think he said there was 50 something eggs in there out the front where the chickens had sort of gone off and decided to lay somewhere else and not. I mean, they've got 4 nesting boxes, so we ended up. He tested them to see which ones were, not fresh, and got rid of those. And then the other ones, you can do a test. I don't know. He does something about the way you put them in water, and if they float, they're not good, or something like that. And so we've got rather a lot of eggs. So I've made an egg salad, and the dogs are enjoying the eggs as well. So got to use up these eggs, and of course they're free range. They're great. They're gorgeous tasting eggs. So I'll use them up. So apart from that, I'm doing good. I'm noticing that quite a few, on when I went to Auckland, I actually wore a pair of jeans and a top that I have not worn for over a year because I got too fat for it. So that's great. I mean, this top here is one I haven't worn for a while because it was too tight. And I did notice that I seem to be wearing the same tops when I talk to you guys. I've got my old favourites, the ones that I wear because I'm just scruffying around here. It's not worth getting dressed up. I'm out in the garden, I'm getting mucky, I rip my clothes regularly on rose bushes and stuff. But I have thrown some of the old, really skanky ones away. And I'm starting to wear some of the other stuff because I've got lots of clothes, especially lots of clothes that doesn't fit me. So I don't have any need to buy clothes at all. And I'm just going to throw away my old skanky stuff as it gets too big. So, yeah, so that's it, really. It's been a pretty good week, apart from the cookies. Oh, and the coffee saga. I've still got my coffee. It did get a little bit out of hand last week. Like I say, I really love my coffee. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to look up and find out why coffee's not good for me, having this hiatus hernia. And when I looked, I just asked what foods and drinks, Google, good old Google, what food and drink I should avoid having a hiatus hernia. And the list was extensive. And I thought, well, I don't avoid those foods, like citrus and spicy. A lot of this vegan meals we're having are fairly spicy. And I thought, if it's just to avoid it because it aggravates the condition, then I'm not getting any symptoms from the condition. So I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm just going to drink my coffee. I'm not going to go over the top with it. I'll probably limit it to maybe 1, 2, 3 a day on, special occasions, shall we say, when I have visitors. Other than that, I'm drinking water or tea. The other thing is I've sort of taken a little bit more care with the way I look personally, shall we say. My husband dyed my hair for me, which I think makes a big difference because I was very grey. I may not keep this up, because it's expensive, and but as long as I can buy the home kits, my husband's happy to do it, then I'll do that. And like I say, just tidying myself up with my clothes and stuff. So yeah, so that's all really. Thanks for watching and your continuing support. It's really good. And that's all I gotta say. So we'll catch up again next week. That'll be the end of week 8, and I'll let you know how I'm going. So thanks a lot. Bye.